All right, here are some tips to self-love. One, and I'm going to be looking at my notes, so just bear with me here. But one of those is, and this is one that I have dealt with for many years. I'll be a little transparent here. Is comparing yourself to others. I have done that for years. I've compared myself to others, to other women, other friends, other classmates, just friends I played with. Even as a child, I can remember, going as far back as, and excuse the glare with my glasses, but I can even remember far back as childhood, comparing myself to my friends, or I wasn't as thick as them because I was a little skinny child. I wasn't as thick as them, or my grades might not have been as great as theirs, or, I didn't live in the same kind of household as them. Just different things, my parents weren't here, my parents weren't there, my parents were there, but like they weren't together my whole childhood, off and on, how things go. But I used to compare myself a lot, and feeling bad about myself because I didn't have this or I didn't have that, No, no more. And that's something that you have to work on and grow in adulthood, of course, hopefully before adulthood, And I did, I worked on that. So that was one, stop comparing yourself to others. And then we have another one, which is don't worry about others' opinions. And they kind of go hand in hand a little bit because, you're comparing yourself to that person, how they feel. But when you worry about other people's opinions, you're not even focusing on your own anymore, how you feel about something. Say, for instance, this shirt, I like this shirt. I put it on, I bought it or whatever. And I get with someone and then a friend of mine maybe say, girl, I don't like that shirt. Don't we do that sometimes to each other? I don't like that shirt. That don't look too hot, But I like the shirt. I picked the shirt out. I like it. It's cute. I like the way it feels. It's comfy, it's stylish, it got a little flare down at the bottom, So stop worrying about other people's opinions. I mean, yes, you can put value on people's opinions, of course, but not to the point where it controls your life. Don't let other people's opinions control your life. Like, yeah, pay attention, of course, but don't let their opinion control your life. Because after all, it's your life, right? And you got to live it. Okay, so on to number 3. Allow yourself to make mistakes. I'm going to say it again. Allow yourself to make mistakes. I know sometimes I will try to do this, do that, and just be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to do all kind of things and trying not to fail. You always want to be perfect, especially as women, as mothers, someone you have, someone is counting on you, someone is looking up to you. You tend to, or some of us tend to want to, you're afraid to make mistakes. You're afraid you're going to fail. But that's all a part of learning. That's all a part of life is learning. You're going to make some mistakes. But the key is, don't give up. Get back up and you try again. You always get back up and you try again. And here we go. Another tip, number 4. Remember your value, your body looks. Remember, your value doesn't lie in how your body looks. Again, like I said, when I was growing up, I was a real little skinny little thing with big feet. I ain't had no, got hip puberty. None of this was here. No hips, no nothing. I was just skinny mini. And I actually got teased for being skinny. Some people are teased for being overweight, right? I got teased for being too skinny. So I was like, life. Kids can be cruel, right? Adults can be cruel too. So just remember that, your value does not lie in how your body looks. You might have a few little extra pounds sometimes, or you might be, need to gain a little bit, different things. Or you might not like, your behind. You might not like your stomach, your smile. You're going to we typically always look at something on ourselves that we don't like for whatever reason. We saw somebody else, theirs look different, or, saw something in the magazine and, ooh, I want to look like that, or I want that smile, I want those cheekbones, or, just different things. Stop. Put value in yourself, in your body, how you look. You don't have to look like everyone else. You don't have to look like the girl in the magazine or the the woman on TV. You don't have to look like them. Just be happy who you are and looking like you. That's all you got to do. And before I get off of here, as y'all know, I like to keep it short and sweet. Number 5. Number 5 is don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. I'm going to say that again. Don't be afraid to let go of toxic people in your life. And this can be intimate partners, husband, wife, whatever, friends. It can be spouse, not spouse, but friends. It can be family members. Don't be afraid to let them go. If they're causing you harm, they're causing you heartache, unnecessary stress, cut them out of your life. You do not need them. They are not bringing you any good. Cut them out of your life. You don't need it. So those are my tips for self-love. Just remember to love yourself. I love you. I love God. I just love people in general. It's just part of me. But I had to learn to love myself. I had to learn to love myself. All my little quirks and everything else. I don't do this like everybody else. I don't do that like everybody else. I'm just me. And I'm just all I'm going to be. So I learned to love myself for who I am. And I hope that these tips that I share will help you in learning to love yourself or continuing to love yourself. And I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful February and continue to just progress and prosper and enjoy your life and love yourself. And don't forget, love yourself. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. This is Deb with Hair Beds Thoughts, and I will see you again soon. Love you guys.